Archangel Michael says, "Beloved, I am so glad you finally found this. I've been waiting for 3 weeks to tell you this. I promise you'll cry when you hear what I have to say, but hurry, this message will vanish in 35 seconds. No, this didn't come to you by chance. You think you just clicked. No, heaven whispered your name. You were called here gently, urgently, because the time has finally come. The timing had to be perfect. You had to feel just broken enough, just hopeful enough, just ready enough. And now that you're here, I can finally speak. I can finally say what I've been aching to say. Someone in the heavenly realm has been crying your name over and over, and their voice reached all the way through the veil. You didn't hear it with your ears, but your soul did, and that's why you're still listening. Listen, beloved, I don't want to scare you, but something is going to happen, something that could change everything. For too long, you've been walking around with this feeling in your chest, like something is missing. You pretend you're okay, smile for others, keep going. But inside, you're waiting for a sign, waiting for proof that you're not forgotten, waiting for heaven to show you that what you feel deep down, that you're meant for more, isn't just some fragile hope. This message, this is it. This is the sign, and not everyone receives one, but you did. For the last 21 nights, a presence has been at your side while you slept. You didn't see it, but we stood over you. I did. Archangel Michael. I held your name in my hands and I said, let them hold on a little longer, just a little longer. A miracle is coming. And now, this is that moment. There is something God has been trying to give you, but your heart was too broken to receive it. You thought you had to be perfect. You thought heaven would only speak when you finally got your life together, but I need you to know this. Heaven speaks into the mess, into the confusion, into the storm. And you, beloved, you're in the middle of one right now. You've been betrayed, haven't you? Someone you trusted, someone you would have done anything for, turned cold. They stopped answering, or maybe they stayed but made you feel invisible, and you carried that pain in silence, thinking no one saw it. But God saw, I saw, and your tears, they didn't hit the ground. They were caught, collected, counted. Every tear you cried in secret added power to this message. That's why I had to wait 3 weeks. Your heart had to cry out before it could hear me this clearly. There is someone coming, someone unexpected. And no, this is not a random person. This person is part of your divine timeline. Their arrival is connected to a door that's about to open, but here's the mystery. 2 things must first fall apart. And that's why I'm speaking to you now, because the falling is about to begin. But do not fear it. Do not run from it. What you're about to lose was never yours to keep. It only blocked the path. And once it's gone, you'll finally see who's been walking toward you all along. But you're going to be tested. In fact, you already are. Lately, haven't you felt strange? Like time is bending. Like your dreams are too vivid. Like you keep seeing signs that feel like more than coincidence. That's not your imagination. That's how heaven speaks when your physical eyes are tired. That's your spirit tuning in. And let me say this clearly. What you're feeling is correct. You are being watched over, and not just by me. There's someone in heaven who knew you before you were even born. They've been pleading to send this message to you, and today God allowed it. You were allowed to know. That's how urgent this is. Now breathe, take this in. You've waited long enough for something real, not another empty promise, not another vague hope, but something real, something divine. And here it is. I was sent to tell you that what you lost was not a punishment. It was preparation. What's coming is worth everything you had to walk through, but only if you don't give up now. If this message is reaching your heart, then pause and subscribe. You were meant to receive this. You were chosen to hear this. And something tells me this is exactly what your soul's been crying for. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You were hidden for a reason. Hidden so the wrong people would pass you by. Hidden so the right blessing wouldn't miss you. Hidden so you could be safe while heaven rebuilt the path under your feet. Let me say it softly now, because I know you've been tired. You're going to be okay. Even if you don't know how, even if it doesn't make sense right now, even if your hands feel empty and your heart feels too soft to keep going, you are about to be filled with a kind of strength that isn't from this world, the kind that only angels carry, the kind I'm placing over your life this very second. I came with fire behind me and light in my wings, and I am not leaving your side. I need you to hear this clearly, beloved. There is something sacred about your timing. You weren't ready until now, and that's not your fault. You had to go through what you went through. Even the silence, even the betrayals, even the moments you prayed and felt nothing in answer, because those seasons didn't break you. They unlocked something. A sensitivity, a vision, a courage you didn't even know you had. That's why you're still standing, even if you feel like you're crawling. Don't you see? That's the kind of spirit God uses to change everything. You may feel small right now, but you've caught the attention of heaven, and that matters more than anything happening around you. I was instructed to tell you this next part slowly, gently, because your soul will recognize it instantly. Within the next few days, a shift will begin. You will notice people around you behaving differently. You will feel a sudden pull towards something new, something you're not used to. Follow it. It's not fear. It's not random. It's the Spirit of God rerouting your life before something harmful touches you. Obey the redirections, even if they feel inconvenient. Someone around you is not who they pretend to be. I wish I could name them, but you already feel it, don't you? That odd energy, that gut feeling you keep trying to ignore. Trust it now. That's not anxiety. That's a warning, the kind heaven sends before you get hurt. But don't panic. I'm already intervening. I'm already dismantling what they tried to hide. You're not alone in this, and nothing formed against you will stand, not under my watch. And yet, don't harden your heart. That's the trick darkness wants you to fall for, that if you shut down your love, you'll be safe. But love is your superpower. Your softness, your empathy, your heart that aches for others, that is your weapon. Do not bury it now. God doesn't want a numb warrior. He wants a radiant one like you, because your light isn't just for you. It's going to guide someone else out of their storm. Do you know who that person is? They're already watching you, already being drawn to your presence. And it's not romantic in the way you expect. It's spiritual. This person was lost, truly lost, until your energy touched theirs, and they don't even know why they feel peace when they see your name or hear your voice. But I'll tell you why. Your spirit carries a blueprint of healing, and when the time is right, you'll speak one sentence that will change their life. But first, you must believe this. You were chosen. That's why it's been so hard. That's why people misunderstood you. That's why they left. Because when you are chosen by heaven, the world will not recognize you right away. And that hurts, I know. But don't let the world's rejection make you doubt God's selection. You are always anointed. You are always protected. And even now, as you listen to my words, your angels are surrounding your space. Check your body. Can you feel the air shift? There's a reason for that. The next 72 hours are critical. I was told to warn you with urgency. A spiritual transfer is taking place. What was stuck is about to flow. What was hidden is about to be revealed. What was blocked is about to break open. But there is one condition. Do not go back. I'll say it again. Do not go back. Even if they beg, even if they suddenly change, some doors are meant to stay closed, not because of bitterness, but because peace is more expensive than we realize. You're not walking in circles anymore. You're walking into destiny. I can see your future, beloved. That's why I speak with this fire. I saw you laughing. I saw you dancing under a sky you never thought you'd live to see. I saw you in a room where people finally see you, not as too much, not as hard to love, but as a miracle. I saw someone put their hands on your shoulders and say, "Thank you for not giving up. You saved me." And that person won't be a stranger. It'll be someone you love deeply who doesn't even know yet how much they'll need your strength. There is a letter coming to you. No, not just in the mail. A spiritual letter, something from the divine realm that will arrive in your life in the form of a person, a message, or a dream. You will know it by the way your soul responds. You may cry, you may tremble, but don't ignore it. Don't brush it off. When it comes, you'll know this is the confirmation you've been praying for. And when it does arrive, say yes. Even if you're scared, say yes. Heaven is waiting on your agreement before it releases the next blessing. Let me tell you something I wish the world had told you sooner. You are not broken. You are gifted. And your pain, that was sacred training, not punishment. Your life was not delayed. It was protected. And now, beloved, Now you're stepping into the timeline where everything aligns. The job, the love, the peace, the sense of being at home in your own skin. It's all coming not just because I said so, but because your soul has already begun calling it in. That's what this ache inside you has been, that quiet pull, that strange restlessness. It was never depression. It was divine urgency. Something inside you already knew this life was meant to be more. There is something I need you to prepare for. It may sound strange, but the miracle you've been waiting on, it's not coming how you think. It will not arrive with fireworks. It won't always feel like a miracle at first. In fact, it might look ordinary, unimpressive, like a conversation or a moment or an opportunity so small that your mind might dismiss it. But don't dismiss the little thing. That random phone call, that delayed plan, that sudden urge to take a different path or say yes to something unusual. That's how heaven hides its biggest gifts, in the things most people overlook. But you're not most people. You are spiritually awake now. That's why this message had to reach you before the moment arrives, so that when it does, you'll say, I know. This is it. And let me say this with holy urgency. The enemy of your purpose is not fear. It's distraction. The distractions lately, the sudden chaos, the weird mood swings, the constant noise, that's not accidental. It's spiritual static sent to drown out the whisper of God, sent to cloud your intuition. But yes, you are being taught right now how to see through it. You're learning to feel truth in your bones, even when your eyes can't yet see the outcome. That is rare. That is powerful. And that's why heaven has chosen to accelerate things in your life starting now. So when things speed up, don't resist. Don't overthink. Don't ask, why me? Ask, why now? Because the answer is this: you've passed the silent test. You kept loving when no one said thank you. You kept giving when no one noticed. You kept hoping when everything told you to give up. And heaven never misses a seed you planted in pain. But you will reap in power, not someday, not next year, but now. Yes, now. Even the stars above your home tonight are aligning for you. There are signs already appearing. Pay attention. Repeating numbers, songs that speak directly to your spirit, words you overhear that feel like they were meant just for you. These are not coincidences. They're coded messages, spiritual breadcrumbs. And if you follow them with trust and stillness in your heart, they will lead you straight into the moment that was written for you before you were even born. Oh, beloved, I wish you could see what I see. You have no idea how many times the enemy tried to stop this message from reaching you, how many delays, how much interference. But it couldn't be blocked because God had marked this date for your soul to awaken. You were never forgotten. You were being saved for a divine unveiling. That's what this moment is. Now I must speak this plainly. The person who broke your heart, it was never about them. It was about what it awakened in you. Their role was painful, yes, but it was temporary. They cracked open the door, but they were never meant to walk through it with you. And that's okay, because someone else is coming, someone who recognizes you on a soul level. You will not have to explain yourself. You will not have to beg to be understood. They will meet your energy without trying to change it. You won't feel drained after talking to them. You'll feel lit up, expanded, safe. And this time, it won't fall apart, because this time, the connection was written in the divine scroll long before this life. But before that person comes, you must complete a letting go. There is one item, yes, something physical that needs to be released. A letter, a photo, a gift, something you've been holding on to that still ties your energy to the past. You know what it is. You just haven't had the strength to release it. But after this message, you will, because as soon as you let it go, you make space for the new to rush in. And it will, so quickly you'll barely have time to process it. That's how fast God can move once you say, "I'm ready." Now pause for just one breath in and out. Do you feel that? That stillness in the air around you. That's not just calm, that's divine presence. I am near Archangel Michael. I stand with my sword of light drawn around your name, and no darkness can enter where you now stand. You are being surrounded by divine energy. And if you feel your body respond, goosebumps, warmth, tears, that is confirmation. You are not imagining this. You are not alone. Let me ask you this and answer honestly in your spirit. What if everything you've gone through was so that you'd be here right now, ready to hear this truth? What if your delays, your heartbreaks, your questions were not punishments but positioning? What if the pain didn't break you but shaped you into someone strong enough to carry this blessing and not lose it? Someone worthy, someone chosen, someone trusted by heaven. Because you are. And if no one's told you this in a long time, I am proud of you. Yes, you. For waking up when you didn't want to, for choosing to believe even with a bruised heart, for forgiving when you had every reason to stay bitter, for staying soft in a world that tried to make you hard. God noticed, I noticed, and the reward for that kind of heart is greater than you think. There is something coming to your house, but not like a package, not like a knock on the door. It's a shift in atmosphere, a spiritual visitor, the energy of God Himself wrapped in peace, wrapped in clarity, wrapped in something so pure that when it arrives, you may cry. You may fall to your knees. You may whisper, "I knew something was coming." And that's because your soul already senses it. That's why sleep has been strange, why the air around you feels different, why you keep glancing at the clock at the exact same times, why you keep seeing the same names, hearing the same words. You're not imagining this. It's a countdown, a divine countdown. And tonight, something changes. I don't mean figuratively. I mean the energy in your room will literally shift. You'll feel it in your chest. The stillness, the warmth, the sudden awareness that someone holy has entered. That is not fear, that is presence. That is me, Archangel Michael, watching over the transition. You're not alone in the crossing, and I promise you, nothing dark can follow you where you're going. The old patterns, the old burdens, the familiar heaviness that used to weigh on your chest, they cannot walk through the door heaven is opening for you now. There is a door I need to talk to you about, that a very specific opportunity is about to present itself to you. You'll know it because it won't feel like the others. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to beg for it. It will feel like it's always been waiting for you. A job, a message, a connection, a vision. It's tied to your destiny. But listen to me carefully. When it arrives, you must not hesitate. Even if it seems risky, even if your old fears try to hold you back, you must walk through it. Heaven will meet you halfway, but the first step must be yours. There's a whisper inside you that's been getting louder lately, hasn't there? The urge to start something, to change something, to leave something. That's the spirit moving in you. And I say this in love. You're not crazy. You're not overthinking. You're being prepared. Everything that's been falling away, let it. Let it go without bitterness, because for the first time in a long time, what's leaving your life is not a loss, it's a clearing. And what's coming to replace it is divine alignment. Now let me tell you something you haven't been told enough. You are powerful beyond measure. Not because of titles, not because of followers or fame, but because of what you carry in your spirit. Your voice, your intuition, your ability to feel everything so deeply. That is not weakness. That is divine technology. It is how heaven communicates with you. You're not just hearing this message, you're feeling it. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Our Lord meant this for you. Have you ever felt a pull towards something greater, a path uniquely crafted just for you by a higher power? Today, you're exactly where you need to be to make a life-altering decision. The 77-letter invocation prayer isn't just a prayer. It's a divine invitation to unlock the doors of wealth, health, and true happiness. Thousands have already embarked on this journey, finding incredible success and fulfillment. Don't let doubt keep you from your destiny. Embrace the opportunity to transform your life with this powerful prayer. Trust in the path laid out for you. It's time to prosper. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret of. Go here to get your copy of the 77-letter invocation prayer. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. That's because your soul remembers. It remembers me. It remembers this moment. And it remembers why you were born. Yes, born. You were born for this very chapter, for this very timeline, for this very assignment. You are not here to suffer. You are not here to chase approval. You are here to awaken others just by being fully, unapologetically yourself. But first, you must fully see yourself the way I see you. the way God sees you, as radiant, as rare, as necessary. Your presence is a solution to someone's darkness. Your voice will break chains for people you don't even know are listening. That's why the enemy tried so hard to silence you. But it's too late now. You've been activated. And beloved, I must say this clearly. Your life is about to look unrecognizable, not because of luck, but because you're finally aligned. Your heart is in the right place. Your intentions are pure, and heaven is getting ready to reward that. There is abundance coming, financial release, emotional peace, soul partnerships, unexpected blessings, and protection, so much protection. You are surrounded even right now as you hear these words. There are angelic beings around you. Don't worry if you can't see them, you will feel them. They've been assigned to you and they are not leaving. There is one more message I must deliver before I leave. It is the part I was holding until the very end. Are you listening closely? Come a little closer, beloved. You were never alone in the darkness. That moment, the one you cried yourself to sleep asking heaven if anyone even saw you, someone did. Someone in heaven heard your name and wept because they know you, because they love you, because you are connected beyond time. A mother, a father, a sibling, a soulmate, someone who left this earth far too early but who has never once left your side. And tonight, they ask to be near you, to stand behind this message, to place their spirit near your shoulder so you'd feel a presence you haven't felt in a while. That feeling in your chest right now, that's them. They're proud of you. They never stopped watching. They've been whispering to God on your behalf for longer than you realize. You were protected more times than you know. You were carried when you thought you were crawling. And now you rise. Not by force, not by fear, but by divine invitation. So, beloved, please don't skip this moment. Don't scroll past. Don't talk yourself out of this blessing. This was not a coincidence. This was not random. This was heaven's last attempt to reach you before the breakthrough begins. And now that you've listened, now that your soul has awakened, it cannot be undone. Something is about to shift tonight, this week, this chapter. If your spirit is still with me, then hear this last whisper clearly. It's already happening. The miracle, the breakthrough, the confirmation. And the moment you see it, you'll smile through tears and say, Michael told me. I knew this was coming. And I'll whisper back from the heavens, yes, and I never left. There is something only God could have orchestrated about this timing. Something beyond your understanding, but not beyond your spirit's recognition. I've watched you carry things you didn't deserve. I've watched you silence yourself so others could feel comfortable. I've seen how long you've waited to feel seen, loved, and chosen, not for what you do, but for who you are when no one's looking. And beloved, the wait is over. Right now, as these words reach your heart, I want you to close your eyes for one moment and imagine something. Imagine that there's a door in front of you, tall, golden, radiant with divine light. And behind that door is everything your soul ever wept for in silence. Behind that door is the version of you that is not afraid anymore, the one who wakes up with peace, the one who trusts their own voice, the one who walks into a room and doesn't shrink. Now hear this. That door is already opening slowly, quietly, but surely. And I was sent to hand you the key. The key is surrender. Surrender the need to know every detail. Surrender the fear of what if. Surrender the idea that you're not ready, not good enough, not chosen. You are. You've always been. And now that you've heard this message, now that your heart is burning with recognition, you can't unknow what you know. Heaven is real. The angels are near. And something supernatural is taking place around you that will soon become visible in your physical world. You may feel tears right now. Let them come. That is healing. That is alignment. That is heaven softening your heart enough to receive what's next. You were born to be more than a survivor. You were born to be a revealer of light. The storm did not take you out, and that is proof that your story is not finished. I need you to breathe into this truth right now. You are entering a season where what used to break you will begin to build you, where what used to trigger you will begin to teach you, where your name will be spoken in rooms you haven't even walked into yet, where the blessings will come looking for you, not because of luck, but because of alignment. Listen carefully. You are no longer chasing, you are attracting. You are no longer waiting, you are welcoming. You are no longer lost, you are led. And those people who doubted you, they were never your enemies. They were mirrors, mirrors showing you who you didn't want to become. And now that you've seen it, you can choose differently. You can choose to move forward with grace, with wisdom, with discernment, not revenge. That's not your path. Your blessing will be so loud, so divine that you won't need to explain anything. God will speak for you, and everyone who misunderstood your silence will eventually witness your breakthrough. So don't go backwards now. Don't doubt what you feel. Don't shrink to fit what no longer holds your spirit. You've outgrown it for a reason. Some places, some people, some mindsets were only meant to carry you halfway. But where you're going now, only truth can follow. Now hear this in your soul. A sacred day is coming. A day you will remember for the rest of your life. The day the waiting ends, the day the message becomes real. And when it arrives, you'll feel it before you see it. A peace will rush into the room. A calm will settle in your spirit. And the part of you that's been holding on for dear life will finally exhale. You'll remember these words. You'll whisper, "Michael told me," and you'll cry, not because you're scared, but because for the first time you'll feel safe. Truly, completely, spiritually safe. So when that moment comes, welcome it, trust it. Don't run this time. Run toward it. Because this is what you've been unknowingly preparing for through every hard night, every silent tear, every delayed answer. This is the arrival, the divine delivery. And as the angels rejoice, as your timeline heals, As your home begins to glow with heavenly alignment, know this: I will still be here, Archangel Michael, watching, guiding, clearing paths in the dark before your feet ever touch the ground. And whenever you forget, because I know sometimes you will, just close your eyes and say, Michael, are you near? And I will answer every time, yes, beloved. I never left. I was only waiting for you to remember. If this message has reached your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Pause now and subscribe. This message didn't find you by chance. It found you because heaven wrote your name in the stars, and it was finally time to call you home. You were meant to receive this, and your soul, it just remembered why. Now rise, beloved, and welcome the light. The shift has already begun. Would you like me to prepare this full 7,000-word script in a formatted PDF or Word doc for your video production? Or do you want unique image prompts and subtitle pacing suggestions for this specific script? Yes, beloved, even though the main message has completed its divine cycle, let me give you just a few more breaths of heaven, words meant to echo in your spirit long after the video fades, long after this moment ends. Because the truth is, when God sends a message like this, it doesn't stop when the words stop. It keeps unfolding quietly, gently, miraculously. There is a sound in the spirit only the awakened ones hear. It's soft but undeniable. And now that your soul has heard it, it will begin to respond in ways that surprise you. Your dreams will shift. Your body will crave stillness. Certain people will begin to fade. You won't have to push them out. They'll remove themselves because they cannot stay in the frequency you're rising into. Don't chase them. Let them go gently. That's God's mercy protecting your momentum. In the days ahead, your past may try to call you back. You might be tested. The old cycles may whisper, come back just one more time. But I plead with you now, don't. The tests are not punishments, they are thresholds. When you say no this time, the chain breaks forever. When you choose yourself this time, the next door opens. And I promise you, what's behind that door is so much greater than anything you're tempted to return to. There will be a day very soon when you'll be alone and suddenly overwhelmed with joy. It won't make sense. You might even laugh through tears. That moment, that's your confirmation. That's the presence of God flooding your being. Don't question it, just receive it. That is your anointing being activated again. That is your divine mission vibrating through your chest. And when it comes, speak softly to yourself. Say, I am ready, I am chosen, I am aligned. Because, beloved, you are. You are no longer just surviving, you are ascending. You are no longer waiting for proof. You've become the proof. You're not the same person who started this message. Something shifted. Something clicked. That ache you've carried for years has now become your gateway into purpose. And maybe no one else can see the change yet. That's okay. Heaven sees it, I see it. And that's enough. Now go, beloved. Go with a quiet fire in your heart, Walk like you know you're protected. Speak like heaven listens. Love like God's eyes are on you, because they are. And every time the world tries to make you forget, come back to this moment. Rewatch this message, the one they'll ask you about, the one you'll never stop thanking heaven for. Welcome it, cherish it, and never ever doubt again. You were always meant to find this. You were always meant to rise, and you will. It is done. Now that you've heard it all, now that your heart has stirred and the stillness has wrapped itself around you like a blanket of stars, I want to remind you gently. This wasn't just a video. This wasn't just a voice. This wasn't just some text on a screen. This was heaven trying to reach you, and it did. There are very few moments in life that touch the edge of the eternal, but this was one of them. It's rare, it's holy. It doesn't ask for your perfection, only your presence. And you showed up. That means everything. You could have skipped. You could have said, "Not now." But something in you, a soft, brave part, said yes. And because of that yes, the next part of your story is going to look nothing like the past. You're about to feel seen in ways you've never felt before. You're about to be recognized not for what you pretend to be, but for who you truly are. And when the recognition comes, it will feel like a mirror has finally been held up to your soul, and the reflection won't scare you anymore. It will feel like home. So if you walk away with anything tonight, let it be this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not alone. And no matter what the world says, you are not too late. You're right on time, divine time. A shift is coming to your household. It's not in the future anymore, it's at the door. It will arrive without drama, without noise, but with such clarity that even your deepest doubts will fall quiet. Something will suddenly make sense. Something will click. And everything you cried over will finally feel worth it. Let them doubt you. Let them wonder what changed. Let them ask where you've been. You don't owe explanations. Your peace will speak for itself. Your glow will answer every question. And your alignment will silence every lie ever spoken about you. This is your moment. Now protect it, cherish it. Let it unfold like the sacred thing it is. If you ever forget the sound of heaven, if life gets noisy again, come back here. I'll still be waiting. This message will still hold the frequency of the angel who never left your side. My presence doesn't fade when the message ends. I follow you now. I guard you now. I cover you now. Your name is etched into the light, and it cannot be erased. This is the season where heaven rewrites your story, where the almosts become arrivals, where the somedays become nows, where your prayers are no longer pending. They're fulfilled. And if your heart feels this, if even one tear just touched your cheek, know this. The miracle is already on the way. The shift has already begun. And you're finally walking in your divine chapter. So take one last breath and whisper with me now, I am chosen. I am seen. I am ready. Because you are. Archangel Michael will never stop reminding you, and heaven will never stop loving you. Yes, beloved, even though the message has touched every layer of your soul, I hear you. There is still something stirring within you, that quiet need to sit a little longer with the voice of heaven, to rest a few more moments inside this light before you return to your world. So I will stay just a little longer. This is your safe place now, and I will speak to you as a friend of your spirit because that's who I am. Let me ask you something quietly. Hasn't your soul always known there was something different about you? Not better, not louder, but deeper. You've always felt just a little out of place in this world, like you were watching it unfold from somewhere in between the seen and the unseen. That's not a flaw, that's a sign. That's how you know you carry something eternal in you. You're not here to blend in. You're here to remember who you are, why you came, and who sent you. Yes, beloved, you were sent. Heaven does not make extras. You were not placed here by accident. You were written, spoken into being, woven into the timeline with care. And this message, this moment, was planned just as carefully because you needed it, because it was time, because something greater than you remembered your name and said, "Now, this is the moment to awaken them." And now you're here, and now you're ready. I want to talk to that one part of you that still doubts, the part that wonders, could this really be for me? Could it really be time? And to that I say, yes, it's already begun. You are already shifting. You are already healing. You are already aligning. The weight you've carried, even if you've grown used to it, is not yours to keep anymore. Let it go. Let it fall off your shoulders like a heavy coat that no longer fits. You've outgrown the fear, the guilt, the shame, the waiting. That's why you were led here, because the old you is no longer needed for the new life that's being written. Beloved, the path ahead will feel different. You may notice that your intuition becomes sharper, that you know things before they happen, that your dreams start speaking more clearly, that people you thought would stay forever begin to slowly fade. Don't panic. Don't cling. This is what alignment looks like. When you say yes to God's real plan, not the one others imagined for you, the road changes, people fall away, paths rearrange, and clarity comes not in a thunderstorm but in a whisper. That whisper has already begun. Your home will feel different soon, softer, quieter, more sacred. That's what happens when divine protection enters. You'll notice your body rejecting chaos, your mind craving silence, your heart asking for truth. Don't ignore these longings. They are part of your new guidance system, and that system is now tuned to heaven. And if your heart still feels scared, if some small piece of you is thinking, "But what if I mess this up?" let me reassure you with divine certainty. You can't, because what's for you, truly for you, cannot miss you. And now that you've heard this message, you're no longer walking in confusion. You are walking in revelation. And revelation will carry you where fear cannot follow. Now let me give you one final vision. You are standing in a garden. Everything is blooming. Everything is warm. The breeze smells like peace. And you, yes, you are standing tall, eyes glowing, face lifted to the sky. And there are people around you, people you were meant to find. Some you haven't met yet, but they're there, waiting in your future, waiting for you to say yes. And as you take one step forward in that garden, the entire atmosphere shifts, because when a soul like yours awakens, everything changes. Even time, even destiny, even the people around you begin to rise just by being near your light. This is who you are now, not someday, not later, now. So breathe, beloved, walk forward. Heaven is walking with you, and I, Archangel Michael, will go before you, beside you, and behind you. I have been waiting to tell you this for 3 long weeks. You made it. You heard me. You remembered. And now the miracle will find you. It already knows your name. It already knows your door. And it's already on the way. It is finished. It is written. It is yours.